Welcome to DowerChin.com. Today we're going to take a look at a keyboard case. This is one of the first new keyboard cases for the iPad Pro 12.9-inch 2018 edition, or the third generation iPad Pro. This is Logitech's Slim Folio Pro. And from a departure from some of the other keyboards they have done for the last generation, this goes back to using a Bluetooth keyboard. So it doesn't draw power from the tablet itself. It doesn't make use of the smart connector. Partly it might be because Apple had moved the smart connector to the back of the device as opposed to having it on the bottom. So, and I think they just needed to get something out since it's been a while now, and really there aren't that many keyboard cases available for this iPad. So let's take a look at what we get in the box. Alright, so having unboxed it, there's not a whole lot in the box except for the case. They didn't include a charging cable at all. The keyboard portion of it here uses a USB-C connector for charging, so it's the same connector you use for your iPad anyway. So Logitech's probably assuming that you'll just use the same charger for your iPad Pro to charge the keyboard. The keyboard should last about 3 months, so they claim, so probably is not that big a deal to charge it separate from your iPad. Alright, so taking a look at the case itself here, we see that it's got a kind of a rubberized material. It's grippy, but it's kind of smooth, so it's actually a nice feeling material. On the back side here, we can see the groove here for where it hinges open, and we have a pretty strong magnetic clasp here that keeps the whole unit together. All right, so opening this up, you see that we have the keyboard on this side here and the shell. The shell is attached to this part where it hinges. All right, it doesn't come off, so that's the folio side of it. It's all together. You won't be able to take the keyboard off. The shell here is a semi-rigid material, so it's kind of a plastic back with kind of a smooth interior for the tablet itself. Here, the edges here are it kind of feels like an eraser material, so it's got some bounce to it, so it'll probably be good for keeping the tablet protected. And ideally the tablet will probably slip in this way, and these parts are kind of flexible to allow you to easily put the device in. So the this part will stick down here, and once it's in, the keyboard portion will turn on. See by the light indicator over here. Alright, so let's go and put my tablet in here and see how it functions. Alright, so here I have my iPad, and I'll put it into the case. So opening it up, the best way to put it in is probably through this area. So this is the largest area, so you want to try to wrap this around it. And then this is the easier, more flexible areas to wrap around the tablet. So we'll put it in this side first. So it slips in nicely, nice and easy there. This kind of pops down in. And then this side kind of flexes it a little bit and wraps around. Alright, so there it is, it's in there. So we can take a look at this case here. You can see from this angle there's kind of a bumper. So there's a raised area around the tablet that provides extra protection if it somehow falls screen first. These bumpers here will basically absorb the impact. This shell itself is kind of a rubber-like material. It's actually it reminds me of like a pencil eraser type of material. So it is a spongy type of material, so it should absorb impacts pretty well. And they come out a bit, so they should provide good edge protection for the tablet. All right, and then if we close it up, let's take a look at how things are laid out. All right, so this whole bottom side here is open, and you can see that the USB-C port for the keyboard is here for charging. It's on the same side as the USB-C charging port on the iPad is. This area is completely open, so the speakers are not blocked at all. And going to the side here, this flap covers this open area where your pencil can go. So it's kind of cool. So the pencil can sit here to charge, and this will wrap around, and you can keep the pencil with the device. Then the volume buttons are actually kind of covered. They are covered with a plus and minus here, so you can actually feel them and use them. Same deal with the power button. It's actually covered, and you can feel a little circle here for the location of the power button. This area is open, so the speakers and the microphone are open and not unobstructed. On the back side, we see that there's a nice cutout here for the camera, and the flash and microphone are also unobstructed. All right, so if we open this up and try to dock it, we'll see that it sits, and once it's in, the light starts flashing, and I haven't paired it yet, so that's why it's flashing. So we'll go and do that in a moment. And this flap here can just sit in the back. The magnet clasps it and holds it securely to the back side. All right, so let's go to a desk eye view and see what this is like. All right, so I have the iPad in front of me now. I'll turn it back on, or just tap the screen to get it on. And I'll see my face in a moment there and get me in. Oh, my Netflix is on. All right. So now it's flashing, so we can go to the settings here, which I kind of hid over here. Go to the Bluetooth settings, and let's see. Right there, it's identified as a Slim Folio Pro. So click on that, and it's there. Other request. Okay, so I type in the number. So 783152. Enter, and it should go. There we go. All right, there it is. So now it's connected. So now, as expected, the buttons all work, and we have the different keys for well, let's see, the different function keys on top. We'll look at them real quick here. So the function keys for the brightness of the keys, search options, the keyboard for if you're in a, let's see, if I'm in Chrome here, and let's say I can bring the keyboard up right there. Media keys. All right, volume up and down, lock, Bluetooth, and a battery indicator. All right, which actually when you hit it, I'm not sure what it does when you hit it. So actually, I think it was a blink. Nope, I'm not sure. Well, I'll figure that out in a little bit. The keys are backlit, which is great. I love backlit keyboards. So this is backlit, so it'll work real nicely in a dark environment. There are different levels of backlighting. All right, so basically, you can just hold the button down to basically just change the intensity of the backlighting, which is great because I'm a big fan of backlighting. And let's try loading some document editing tools up. All right, so I'll go into Microsoft Word and do some typing. Ooh, I guess can't type. So typing experience feels great. The keys have a good amount of cushion to them, so that they're not a harsh experience like using Apple's Smart Folio keyboard. This is really nice. So if you used Logitech keyboards before, very responsive. You're gonna be very happy with how this keyboard feels. So yeah, I mean, aside from the fact that it requires Bluetooth, it pretty much feels exactly how you would expect a Logitech keyboard to behave. So definitely no issues there. All right, and the way the keys are, they're backlit. As soon as you tap on them, they backlit, and then eventually they fade out when it's inactive. It just kind of fades out on its own. So it's very nice. So it saves power that way, so it's not always on. So it's very smart. The stability of the case is pretty good, so I can kind of poke at this, and it's not going to come off. The magnets down here keep the tablet pretty intact. It's not going to go anywhere. And in fact, if you're going to try to pull it off, it takes a bit of effort to kind of yank it off. And yanking it off turns the keyboard off, and the on-screen keyboard comes right up on in place of it. And then putting it back down turns it back on again, and the keyboard is back in action. All right, so one use case for this kind of design is that this is being a flat surface and a solid surface, is it provides a good way of using it on your lap. Now, it's a little precarious because the iPad Pro is so tall in this that it could tip over, and if you're not careful, or just it has the tendency to feel like it wants to fall over. But if your hand's here and you're typing along, it's perfectly fine. So this is actually a nice setup, so that if you're at an airport or a place where a table is not available, this layout works really well, and actually is better than say the Logitech Slim Combo, which is a kickstand, which is kind of narrow and doesn't really work well without a table setup. All right, so here we have a side-by-side view with my old iPad Pro 12.9-inch with Logitech's Slim Combo keyboard case in comparison to my new iPad Pro with their new Slim Folio Pro case. So we can see that the keyboard-wise is very, very similar. There's really no difference in the keyboards. Except you get a little more meat on the front here. But aside from that, there's really not much of a difference. They behave exactly the same way. It feels exactly the same way. So if you use this kind of setup with the Logitech keyboard like this, you're not going to lose anything by going here. The one difference that I wish that this design would have carried over to here, in the sense that the keyboard can pull out. The keyboard here can be pulled out, and it's probably because the smart connector was at the bottom of the tablet, so that this part didn't have to have a battery, so it can just be pulled off and draw power from the tablet itself. The case itself here also had a kickstand, which was really kind of cool because you can actually have different angles to view and use the device. So unfortunately, that's something that just hasn't been translated over. I hope maybe that they will come out with something like this for the new iPad Pro, but right now that's really not in the books right now. And there's actually nothing like this really, so you're going to be left with this. Now, because the keyboard on this one does not go away, what you can do is you can kind of fold it over this way. Now it's turned off because you pull it off, and it kind of wraps around like this, and so you can kind of hold it with you here. It's not the greatest experience this way, but if you need to use it in a tablet mode, say for drawing or something, and you don't want the keyboard with you, this is what you're going to have to do. And there you have it, a look at Logitech's Slim Folio Pro for the 2018 12.9-inch iPad Pro. Now, there's not a lot of options available for this device right now. I suppose that will change as the year goes on. Right now, this is one of the more premium ones that have come out, coming from Logitech. The only other ones I know of are obviously Apple's Smart Folio or Smart Keyboard Case and the IVSO keyboard case, which I reviewed previously. Like I said, this is a nice addition to your arsenal of tools for your iPad. If you're looking for a nice keyboard case to add to productivity, you really can't go wrong. I mean, there's some flaws with it, with things like the keyboard not being able to detach, and it feels a bit clumsy when you kind of have it wrapped around, and you don't need to use the keyboard. But in general, it's really not a bad thing to go with, because obviously it's a cheaper option than Apple's, and if you're looking for a more premium typing experience, this is going to be the way to go for the time being. So there you have it. If there's any other questions or things I haven't shown, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope you subscribe to my channel.